Hi there. My name is Christoph. I'm an educator. I've been teaching for at least 13, 14 years now since I started in 2010, 15 years actually. After I graduated, I was actually at my college in Valencia Community College, and I was teaching mathematics there for any students that were transitioning from high school to college-based mathematics, college prep, if you will. I also went to the University of Central Florida, and I also taught there in the math lab. And that was pretty intense because we had students, about 500 to 700 students, split between three computer labs. And I would move back and forth all the time, teaching all kinds of students. I'll probably say that I've averaged at about 5,000 students plus. I want to say 10, honestly, but I'm keeping the number reasonable. And I've helped a lot of people get over a lot of mathematical speed bumps and issues and getting stuck. So, in this video, I want to let you know how you can reach me and get in contact and essentially reach out for any help you may need with mathematics and improving your scores in your classes. Anything from fifth grade up to 12, even in college level, actually, especially in college level, that is my level of education as far as providing the most experience for how much and the students I've taught. Now, this channel is essentially for me to help others in general, so you don't have to really pair up with me in any way, shape, or form. I just create content to help anyone that it's in need. So if you have any subjects you want me to go over, do leave them in the comments below. But generally speaking, on-demand tutoring is the best. As your class goes forward, you may find yourself in need of someone. So I will show you right now. We'll go to my Patreon, and you're going to see exactly how to work with me there. So here we are. This is where you can get assistance with academics in all shapes and forms. I have done, again, a lot of students within the mathematical range, but I've also helped a lot of students with programming, as in throughout my own instructional courses that are guided based on individuals' experience. Have you programmed a bunch and you're learning a new language, or are you completely starting from scratch? Both of these individuals can benefit from my guidance. So let's take a look at taking what's available on my Patreon. So the first thing you would like to see is offers, but I'm going to show you the free stuff, just the stuff that you can go through and through your own curiosity, research and learn on your own without even my help, right? And of course, make sure to join me for free, as in the more I was able to see, or the more people that are coming into my Patreon, the more I will essentially expand all of my content that I write on here. I used to do journalism in the IT sector, and I do enjoy writing content. So if you go into my collections here, you'll be able to see the content I have currently available. Everything from trading and finding trends in a market when you're trading stocks and crypto, or IT, so you're able to communicate with your computer at a more professional level, including security and artificial intelligence. In the end, the academic journal is for most students that are going through this website where you can learn about how some content is organized in a syllabus fashion, like, for instance, algebra. Clicking on the academic journal, I kind of have this unorganized a little bit. I've got to fix this up, but you can install DeepSeek AI on your PC right there, available to you without having to register or anything, just by visiting and checking out the collection section. I've got a little bit of a Heart of Algebra cartoon that I'm kind of trying to play around with for individuals that are trying to learn algebra in a little bit more entertaining pace. It's a project in works, so it's not completely done, but it is laid out pretty well. So here's a case where one of my actual contents involve common algebra struggles. This is where you can find out specific things that you can search online or ask your AI about. And here's basically all of them laid out that I've experienced that most students will have issues with when it comes to algebra specifically. I even have a Roblox Studio syllabus looking for a way to make some games very quickly. Roblox Studio is your way. You just got to learn a little bit of Lua, and this can help you understand and do some more research online. So these syllabuses exist for you to basically have a guiding factor. Free. No need to register or do anything. Just visit the website. And from there, you can find out on the research online and essentially Find out all the guides and online. But if you do need more guided assistance, that's where I come in. That's where you can register and purchase some courses or just hours, really. And I'll show you how you can do that as well. So we've got some demystifying programming. This is for the advanced programmers. It's comparing different programming languages. So if you're familiar with one, then you'll be able to transition into new languages. In this case, I go over C++, JavaScript, and Python, and I go into detail about their differences. So this is a great way to kind of get a third eye perspective on how these are actually similar, but also different at the same time. Machine learning. How do you learn and what do you do when you want to define and work on your own AI? Well, bit of a warning, this requires a bit of statistics, so it's not going to be one of the easiest classes that you can actually take here. Market data analysis. If you need to understand and know your sources, know where to go online for information and data and analyze that data, this is the place that you can find out what pieces of info you need to follow and research online in order to improve yourself as a trader, whether it's the stock market or crypto. It's available right here in the collections. Statistics. This is what you need for basically everything. If you need to understand risk and reward when trading, this is the case where you need to understand statistics. The two-sided die of or the two-sided coin of the percentages. Being able to understand your risk and reward can improve your chances of being on the right side of a trade, and it does involve understanding statistics to a professional level. If you need to use Excel in your professional environment, creating formula calculations, spreadsheets that essentially do work for you in mathematics at your whim, and how to program them, I will be of great help here. I'll be able to assist you not only with making flashy and pretty, uh, diagrams, but most importantly, understanding how you can use functions in Excel to create basically your own calculator for anything from finances to trading to understanding how you can customize your own programs inside of actual spreadsheets. The my favorite, the algebra speedrun syllabus. If you need to go through and basically understand algebra from its beginning to end, you maybe need to refresh on some of these details. Here it is. This is where you can optimize your mathematics so your class can get a you can get a better grade in your class or increase your class grade letter points at a time. But you are given this syllabus again for free for you to basically follow along. And if you're wondering what algebra really takes, what you're going to go through. Maybe next year you have algebra and you kind of want to know what's going to happen. This is the perfect way to prepare. Using this guide, you'll be able to go through and find all the details, look up the keywords, and prepare so when algebra comes through, you're ready to go. So there's a lot more. I don't want to go through every single collection. You're free to come through and take a look at all of them. But let me show you how I can help you, how I can guide you through some of these as a supporting factor to your everyday education. First, if you just go to the main page, Super Scholar Chris MIA. From there, you can go to Home, and from there, you can take out one of these options. For the Scholar option, I provide assistance through text, through screenshots. You send me something you're having trouble with. Maybe you're confused why a problem doesn't work a specific way. Well, I can help you with that. Send me that screenshot. I'm going to write it down and I'm going to show you how in a second through my tablet, all handwritten notes so you can see how it works. If you need a actual one-to-one in-person session, then you can go for the single monthly session hour. This one's my cheapest offer. It's 20 bucks an hour, and you get 1 hour per month. So you're able to essentially use me as a supporting factor anytime you need me to help you with anything from mathematics to programming. You have an hour. And from there, I can assist you with that. And that still supports any sort of text, right? So we can still communicate in text and I can still send you screenshots. So it's more than just 1 hour session and that's it, nothing more. I want to support you through the process. So any communication, you can send me questions and I'll answer it for you. And that is the single monthly session. Now, maybe you need 2 or more hours. This is where you can go to the 2 monthly hour sessions. This one is not limited to 2 hours, but basically comes with 2 hours. And then from there, you can purchase two more as you go forward if you need to do so. So for certain students that may need extra help, this is perfect. Maybe you just need 2 hours a month. Maybe you need four. Maybe you need six or eight. This is a 2 month or 2 hour monthly session where you're essentially paying at a $25 an hour and you can keep on going. The biggest difference here is that the $20 does not again, and I'm thinking of probably changing it to 15. That might be the next little discount I'll go for. But that's the idea here. I want to be able to help you with the most affordable price. And I just cannot do it all the time, especially with students that I already have. So I want to provide an option for individuals that's cheap enough to be affordable. This is that single monthly session. For 2 monthly session hours, this one is where you can refresh over and over and over and have as many sessions as you want. If you're noticing you're doing more than monthly hours and you need four, you can do it for cheaper. If you take your division, this is where the case is, right? You take division of 2 by 50, that's 25 an hour. If you take 4 by 90, gosh, that's going to be about 23, 22, 21. I can't do that division. I mean, okay, yes, I can. So if we do the 90 divided by 4, cut both in half, 45 divided by 2, cut both in half, 45 divided by 2 is 22.5. There you go. So this is $22, basically $22 per hour and 4 sessions a month. And then you can refresh that if you need more. But again, I have a couple of more 8 monthly session hours. You take 8 into 150. This is the best deal possible. 150 divided by 8, cut it in half, 75 divided by 4, cut that in half. Um, geez, 32.5, cut that in half, right? 32.5? 30, that's 67, that's 65. 38.5. Cut that in half, and you're about like a 21, or not even 19. I believe it's like 19 bucks a month. 19 bucks per hour. So basically, the more hours you get, the better deal you're going to get. And it really depends on how much you need help with. So that's why this is laid out like this. I want it to be affordable and I want it to be packaged in at a good rate for individuals. And again, if you just need one supporting hour, it's going to be 20 and I might change it to 15. I'm debating that right now. If you want me to change it to 15 an hour, go ahead and leave a comment below. If I see a lot of support for this, I will do it and you will get literally a cheaper tutoring alternative. But if you don't need one-to-one and just want text support, so you send me an image or you send me a question and I'll send you an image back. So in that process, let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. Here's how I'll teach you. This is one of my current students. Oh, give it a second to load here. Oh, I did the wrong one. There we go. All handwritten. So I'm essentially helping some students out with multiplication tables, some tips on how to navigate without having to memorize, just ways that you can improve your own mathematics. In this case, we've got some Algebra 2 over here, finding perpendicular lines, parallel lines, reverse functions, geometry, going through. I've actually done a video on one of these right here. You can find the video on my YouTube. I do create the content as well. And we go through how to identify and work with similar triangles. And this is just my current students. Man, if I can show you all the students I've had, this is from the past, my archive. We've got algebra here. We've got more algebra absolutes. We've got more algebra functions, a lot of algebra. Honestly, algebra is your biggest one. Algebra is the grammar of mathematics, so this is where most students need to really fabricate a good standardization, a really good dominance in math before going into higher math. And I can go on for a long time with all the different students I've had. So I want you to know that I do this for a living. I help students and I have a great feel good situation when I've helped someone overcome their mathematical struggles. So that's really it. That's all I want to do. Just want to inform you who I am, what I do, and how you can get help if you need any tutoring and assistance online. Otherwise, like and subscribe this channel. I will create more content based on the most common issues that I find that students currently are having issues with. And I will post that content. You can go through my channel and see I've already got a bunch of them there. And I post stuff like on how to install AI on your computer. Very useful stuff, guys. Very useful stuff and skills that you will use for the future, and you'll be grateful you've taken the time to actually validate and confirm your knowledge on that content. And again, if you need guided help, I will be more than happy to help you out and essentially work together on an online basis. Just like you see me here, I'm gonna be just chilling right here, and I'll be writing on here, and we're gonna learn whatever it is you need to learn. And that's it. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for taking a look at this video. This is what I do on a professional basis, and I'm more than willing to help and more than happy to see you succeed in your future endeavors in education. Ciao.